Good morning, students. Welcome to the course 5090 O Levels Biology. Today, I would like you to understand the exam pattern first of all. Your paper is divided into three parts. Paper 1 is of objective type. MCQs will be of 40 marks. There will be 40 MCQs. Paper 2. Paper 2 will be of subjective type, and in paper 2 you have to write down the questions. All the theoretical questions will be asked in paper 2. Paper 2 will be of 80 marks. Paper 3. Paper 3 is basically alternative to practical, that is also 40 marks. You will not perform any practical for the O levels biology, but you have to answer the experimental based questions in paper 3. So, what is biology? Whenever you see the word ology or logy, you will be involved in the study. Logos means knowledge or study, and bios means life. So in biology, we study about the living beings. This is the branch of science which deals with the living beings. Now, what are living beings, or what is life, or what is the difference between living and non-living? Basically, living things or living beings show specific characteristics which are important for the existence. Living beings must show respiration, reproduction, repair and growth, regulation, transport, excretion, nutrition, and synthesis. Respiration is basically to make energy. And the term ATP and mitochondria we will discuss in the next topic. Reproduction. Reproduction is basically to reproduce or to give offsprings. Repair and growth. Growth is basically to increase in the size. Regulation is basically the metabolism. Metabolism is the system of control and the interaction of different systems of the body. Transportation is the circulatory system. Excretion, nutrition. Excretion is the removal of cellular waste or metabolic waste from the body. Nutrition is obtaining food, and when you obtain food, you burn that food in the presence of oxygen by respiration, and a large amount of energy releases so that the organism may perform its other activities. Synthesis is basically making up of different molecules which are required for a single living cell. So here I would like to summarize the life processes, that is homeostasis, balance state of the body, nutrition, to eat up the food, transport from one part of the body to the other part of the body, respiration, synthesis, growth, excretion, regulation, reproduction, and metabolism. All living things are made up of a cell, and in a cell all the life processes must be carried out in a balanced way so that the organism may survive in the best way. Cell is the basic building block of the life. They are the structural units, they are the smallest units, and they are exhibiting all the life processes. all the living things are very much organized, and every living thing has different level of complexity. The simplest living organism, which is only comprises of one cell, is a unicellular organism, and that is made up of a one single cell. A group of cells known as tissue, and so many tissues when work together form organs. So many organs like heart, lungs, stomach, liver, they are the organs, and when they all work together they made a organ system. And then an organ system is present in a multicellular organism. For example, human being is a multicellular organism. In human being, there is a presence of nervous system, that is brain, spinal cord, and different neurons, then digestive system, excretory system, respiratory system. Respiratory system consists of lungs, and so many other examples for the organ system which is present in the multicellular organism. Atom is the smallest particle by which a cell can be formed. As we are talking about organisms, so here is what an organism is. Anything that can live on its own is known as organism. Anything which can continue with the life processes itself is known as organism. Yes, there are different types of organisms. Few organisms can make their own food like plants by the help of photosynthesis, and few organisms like animals depending on the other animals, as you have studied in your lower classes. So there are two types of organisms: unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are made up of only one cell. They are very small. They cannot be seen through a naked eye. You need a microscope to visualize a unicellular organism. Multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms are made up of two or more cells. All the complex organisms except unicellular organisms are multicellular organisms. These organisms are able to be seen with the naked eye. You don't need microscope every time to visualize the multicellular organisms. These organisms need all parts of itself to survive. talking about the living cells and the life processes, so here is a most important phenomena to exhibit life is the metabolism. All organisms perform metabolic activities. Now, what is metabolism? Metabolism is a chemical process, and this process again depends on two processes, that is catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism is the breaking down of complex food. Catabolism is the breaking up of complex substances. For example, proteins are the macromolecules, they are the bigger molecules. For getting energy, proteins must break down into smaller units, into smaller molecules that are micromolecules, that might be polypeptide chains or amino acids. So there are the examples of the processes in which energy releases as a result of catabolism, that are digestion and cellular respiration. The other process of metabolism is anabolism. Anabolism is making up of complex molecules from the micromolecules. Like if an organism has amino acids in its cells, then all the amino acids will combine together by certain processes like condensation, chemical reaction, and macromolecules, that are proteins, will be formed. That is anabolism, building up of molecules. So the processes which show the anabolic processes or anabolic reactions are photosynthesis and building up of certain proteins in the cell. Living organisms can be classified as two major groups, in two major groups, that is kingdoms. Kingdom Plantae, all the plants, multicellular, having so many cells. Terrestrial organisms, terrestrial means which are present on the land. The cells of the plants have cell walls, and plants make their food and obtain energy by the process of photosynthesis. The other group is kingdom Animalia. Animals depends on the producers. Producers are the plants, animals are the consumers. Animals are also multicellular, aquatic as well as terrestrial. Aquatic means they are also living in the water and they are surviving on the land too. Cells have no cell wall, feed on other organisms. Cells, we will talk about the difference in the cells of the plants and animals in the next unit. Scientists have classified the organisms on the basis of their different characteristics like their appearance, their way of reproduction, their habitat, and their mode of feeding. And by falling into different categories, animals and plants have got different names by the system, that is binomial system. And the first classification has been introduced by the Linnaeus. He was a biologist, or he was a taxonomist. Taxonomists are the scientists who categorize different organisms and according to their characteristics. So binomial system is a system by which an organism can be identified or can be given a name. There are units of classification, and the smallest units are species and genus. When we talk about the biological name of any organism, we will first see the genus name and then the species name. Species name will be written in the smaller alphabets, and the genus name will be written in the capital alphabets. So how did the taxonomists classify the living organisms? The largest level of the living organism is a domain, kingdom, like kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia, phylum, like there are two phylum, for example. One is with animals having backbone, vertebral column, and one with having animals no backbone or no vertebral column. So this is the example of the phylum, then class, order, family, genus, species. In the book Matters, you will find the correct order according to the lineage and with the examples. Examples are of domestic cat and a lion or dog. Thank you very much, students. Please read book Biology Matters for the chapter number 1. Chapter number 1 is very easy, and all the information in chapter 1 number 1 is you have already seen in the primary classes, so there is nothing to worry, and you can email whatever your query is. And in the end of the chapter there is an exercise, that is test yourself, and you have to solve the questions in the notebook and the MCQs and true and false in the book. MCQs and true and false in the book and questions in the notebook. Thank you. Good luck.